My name is Mario Grijalva, Director of the Tropical Disease Institute. Triatomine bugs live in elevations below 2,000 meters of altitude in Ecuador. In this episode, you will accompany a team of academic researchers and Ministry of Health workers to rural villages throughout Ecuador in search for bugs that are infesting the houses in these communities.
Months of systematic and diplomatic preparation during the year creates a firm foundation of support for the summer activities when the Tropical Disease Research Project sends more than 36 staff members, SNEM men, and trained volunteers into rural Ecuadorian communities to conduct a house-by-house search for chinchurro bugs. Often hiking an hour or more to reach a single dwelling, the team must then ask permission to enter. If given a positive response, the team then surveys the family about their home, their health, and any history of contact with the chinchurro bug. Simultaneously, the SNEM team searches the domicile for signs of actual chinchurro infestation, while trained veterinarians draw blood from the family dogs to test for the parasite.
Each group has 4 to 5 people, and this group goes to the houses where they ask permission to conduct the various activities, searching for bugs inside and outside of the house. They also educate the family, explaining the dangers of the disease and how the disease is transmitted by the chinchurros. That's what they call the bugs around here.
While some members of the team identify the home with GPS points, photographs, and a clinical numbering system, other team members educate the family about Chagas disease, reading to the children and discussing important risk factors with the parents.
And one of the things I enjoy doing at the houses is I'll get a chance to sit with the families and pull a book out and read with them about the disease. So I'll ask them how much you know about chinchurros, the bugs, or Chagas disease. Most don't know much. So we'll start out small, show them some pictures, say these are chinchurros, there are big ones and small ones, and this is what they do. They'll come at you at night, and they like to suck on your blood at night, and when they get full, they'll then defecate, and it's the feces in the bite that transmits the parasite. So the parasite is transmitted through the feces. And so just going through with them and the kids and whoever's there, this is what we're doing, this is why we're here, and explain to them. And that's a pretty neat experience because you get to see healthcare in a totally different way. You know, as a doctor, you don't get to do that much education with the community. You only get a very small sector, those who are already sick.
And 5 to 20 years later, 10 to 30% of infected people develop chronic Chagas disease, which usually produces heart damage, often leading to sudden death.
Chagas education is further reinforced in school the following day, using videos, classroom discussions, and interactive activities designed by the Tropical Disease Research staff.
The people who let us into their houses, especially if the house is infested with the chinchurros, react with gratitude. They're grateful for all the work we do and for teaching them about the disease.
If a chinchurro infestation is discovered, trained professionals from the Ministry of Health quickly fumigate the home. In extreme situations, the teams must remove wall coverings to eradicate the insect. Because this destructive process may be costly for the family to restore, the team works diligently to always leave the home in better condition than when they arrived. In this extreme example, the team arranged for a professional from the nearest town to cement the walls where wallpaper needed to be removed.
People in the community like us. They trust us because we help clean their houses out and get rid of the chinchurro bug. And that gets rid of Chagas disease.
Upon completion of the visit, the Tropical Disease Research Project team leaves behind educational material to guide the family in case the chinchurro bugs return, and reminding the family of the dangers of Chagas disease. These various homes will be revisited in the coming years to track any and all changes to the community.
The day that really sticks out was we were in a community called Naranja Dulce. It was very, very poor. We set up at the school, and I think everyone's closest house was at least a 45-hour hike up a mountain. And we came back, everyone was sweaty, dirty, completely tired, and we came back to the hotel, we had a meeting, and we talked about differences between communities we'd seen. And at the end, they told us that they chose this community because when they had went there 2 years ago, there were 15% of the houses were infested with the chinchorros that transmit Chagas disease. And this year when we went back, we found 0 positive houses. And that just made the whole day, working really hard, it just made everything worthwhile. And I was, completely fine to get up there, completely motivated to go back out and do the same thing again the next day.
Thank you for joining us. In the next episode, you will see how the academic researchers team up with Ministry of Health workers in order to conduct clinical activities that aim to identify and treat Chagas disease cases among the pediatric population. Come and join us.